I bought my dream car from Copart at just 22 years old, and just 2 hours after it got home, somebody set it on fire. If you want to know the full story, then check out my previous video, but since I had no insurance, I've got no choice but to strip the car down and see what I can make back to save some of my money. So the recovery guy's coming now, but this rear wheel, I think all the suspension's broke so much so when the car's pulled back, this wheel is going to pull the bumper off and probably damage the carbon as well. So you need to take the rear bumper off just so when this wheel is pulled back, it's not going to rip everything off, because that's one of the only good things left. Oh, it's so low. That'll do it. That'll do it.
How long is it going to be, Joe?
15 minutes.
So how long you got to take this off?
15 minutes. I
Do you reckon you can do it?
Yeah. Probably take like 5.
To get this bumper off, I had to remove the arch liner bolts, a couple bolts near the rear tail lights, and unclip the bumper. And then it was time to load the car onto the trailer to be taken away.
Oh man, that sounds horrible.
All petrol, like. That's with the water and petrol, probably. I don't know. That's definitely petrol. Oh yeah, it's definitely petrol in there, like. Taking it to actually an undisclosed location. We're going to strip all the parts off of it.
See what's left there.
Just see what's left, assess the damage. I just want to see if like all the fires went underneath the bottom, because if it has, then there's probably not even anything left at all.
How much do you reckon it's going to be worth?
5 grand, if that.
5. Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm thinking more like 4, to be honest.
4. No, it might be a little bit more than 5. I think maybe 6, 7 in parts.
All right.
If I'm lucky. If I'm lucky.
Moving a car with this state of damage is a lot more difficult than it looks, especially because it already had the damaged suspension and misaligned wheels. After an hour of pushing and pulling, we finally got it onto the ramp, ready to assess the full scale of the damage and to start stripping the parts to find out how much what's left is worth. And we wasted no time getting it started.
There you go.
Exhaust out.
You get the front?
Under trays off.
Just walk this straight outside. Just need to get all of the under trays and everything off so that we can get access and remove the rear subframe, remove the engine, remove the rear subframe. Rear subframe, I always say that, front subframe, rear subframe, engine, everything. Strip the whole car. Ready? I'm going to disconnect all the gearbox mount first. Just have everything set on the front subframe. And then I'm going to loosen the subframe, front subframe off and just let everything drop to the front.
This is going to be bad, this, you know. Heavy wheel, this. Heavy wheel and bro's been skipping gym, you know. So, slightly buckled that. Only a slight buckle. Easily buff that out. To be fair,
Just roll it.
that's not even that bad, to be fair. Yeah, I'm going to get in the house, right? My mum went, where are you going? I went, oh, yeah, I'm just going to get my car polished. I'm going to come back, right? Looking like I've been working in the coal mines. And she's going to be thinking, what the hell are you doing?
You're going to think, what else have you done a day's work?
For once in my life. Cracked.
Where?
That's a big, big problem, that, mate.
Yeah, so you got these bolts, yeah? Aye.
So this is melted. Chassis leg. Got to be aluminium on it.
Aye, 100%.
And that'll be the steel.
Aye, yeah.
Aye, okay, that's it, eh?
Has to be, mate. Has to be.
The only annoying thing is, right? Who's going to be the poor lad who's going to hoover all this up?
Probably me. So I am removing the front panel off the front of the car just to get more access to the engine, so then it's just easier to get in once the front panel's off, and then just be able to drop the engine and the gearbox fully out.
On the front end, so many parts had melted together, the headlights had to be completely ripped out. With the front end off, it was easier to see everything that needed to be removed to isolate the front subframe and engine.
How's there possibly coolant in it? Has it actually coolant left in the car? Took about 2 hours to take the engine out last night. Subframe shouldn't take long, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm dropping the rear subframe, so I've disconnected the shocks, disconnecting the ABS lines and the brake wear sensors. What else? That's it really. So literally just held in for 2 shocks, and then it's just all your subframe bolts and your drive shaft, top shaft. It should just drop out. Need to think, what can I put it on? Put it on the skates. Put it on the skates. I'm disconnecting the brake calipers because I've disconnected all the other wiring. So the only thing connecting the chassis to the subframe now is the calipers, because obviously the calipers sit on the discs which are attached to the subframe. Yeah, just take out these 2 bolts on the back, but I'm not using the right tool, so it's pretty hard. It's ready to come down now.
And here it is, the rear subframe coming out, but it does have a slight crack in it from the original accident. The car's underneath looks practically brand new, and that's, well, because it is. The car only had 16,000 miles on it when it was crashed, and even still had the sill stickers. I was so excited to rebuild this car, my dream car, and look at it now. I guess all that's left to do is find out what it's worth.
So now that I've stripped the car, let's find out how much all the parts that are left were worth. And these are just rough prices because I've looked on eBay and I've just sort of give a lower price of what I could find on there. So the engine, with it being burnt and all the damage, I don't think I'd get much more than £1,000. The gearbox, roughly another £1,000. The rear diff, about £800. The front diff, £400. The catalytic converters, £600. The rear boot lid, £500. The rear bumper, that's a good one because it was still in good condition with all the carbon fibre diffusers and stuff, so I'm going to say about £1,000. The exhaust, only about £300 because a lot of people remove them when they're modifying the car, so there's loads of them for sale. Tail lights, £350. The door, which has just survived, one of the doors just survived, £300. Heat shields, say £100. The rear crash bar, £100. And a couple of braces on the underneath survived as well, another £100. So that's a grand total of £7,750, but then there is also the shell, and I've been offered £14,000 for the full car, so that would leave the shell with a value of about £6,250. That's how much car's worth in its current condition. What am I doing with the car now? I think I'm going to fix it. Yeah, I think we're going to fix it. Yeah, I think I just have to do it. I don't think I have any other choice.